And we'll start here. Look at this beautiful morning in Santa Monica. Here I am on my new motorcycle. You might be asking, is it a motorcycle or is it a car? Because that is a huge ass windscreen. And to that I would respond, yes, I know. It is a massive windscreen, and it will be gone as soon as I get the new bolts for the handlebars on my KTM. I went and purchased myself a KTM Duke 690 last weekend, so I've had a little bit of time to get to know it. Oh, thank you. So yeah, 2014 690 Duke, had like 8,500 miles on it. Got a decent deal on it. Third owner is me. So yes, this bike is much more powerful than the Bonneville. Actually, you know, power-wise it's the same, but it's about 200 pounds lighter, which was my goal in my motorcycle shopping. And I have to apologize, I haven't listened to the microphone situation on this setup, but this windscreen situation and these handguards are causing the most turbulent wind flow up into my helmet. These like vertical pieces right here mixed with like this slanted piece on the handguards right here channel the wind directly up underneath my helmet, and it makes for the loudest noise ever. Like the wind is literally going straight in one ear and out the other. Anyhow, the windscreen is going. I'm swapping the handguard covers out for smaller ones that won't funnel so much air into my face. Other than that, main plans for this bike are just protection. I'm gonna do axle sliders, front and back. Probably end up getting crossbars or crash bars at some point, since I'm gonna be mostly like gymkhana-ing this when I'm not commuting. I will be putting a fresh set of tires on it very shortly. I noticed up in the mountains yesterday that my front tire has like nothing left in the center, and my rear tire is like getting low in the center. So yeah, so not a lot of plans for mods. You know, I was looking for DRZs, I was looking for WR250s, I was looking at FZ07s, and like a little less seriously at FZ09s. This bike is like, it's really the combination of all of them. It's a little bit, it feels a little bit more powerful than the FZ07. It definitely feels sharper. I'm pretty sure it has to have a shorter wheelbase, because this thing is even more flickable than the FZ07 was. Yeah, it's a thumper, so it's a giant 690cc single. Ooh, this windscreen does not like cross breezes. Yeah, this is a giant single, so it kind of rides like, has like a just giant dirt bike motor feel to it. And it's, I have to, the first thing I will admit about this bike is the engine and the exhaust sound awful. This thing sounds like a tractor. Like, I would have to spend a lot of money to make this thing sound half decent. But that's not why I bought it. I bought it because this thing is freaking fun. It's very dirt bikey feeling. Not that I've ridden like a ton of dirt bikes, but it's got, it reminds me of my day at SoCal Supermoto, but this thing just has a lot more power. This thing is like just under 70 horses. Just pulling away from the light, the front wheel will get pretty light on you. Big wide bars. This thing was like just wants to change direction so quickly. It's so responsive. I thought it was going to be a lot less comfortable lane splitting because the bars feel so much wider, but I don't like the whole bike. I just feel more connected to it. I know what's happening a little bit more, so I can actually lane split, like I would say, equally as comfortably as on the Bonneville with narrower bars. It already came with the handguards on it, which is real nice. The guy before me also installed heated grips, so these things are super handy, just like the mornings and evenings get a little chilly this time of year, so those are very welcome addition to this light. Maybe we'll just go up here, do a couple. Alright, we're gonna just jump up Las Flores, just so we can get a little view of the twisty action. I don't think this is a very fast road, so just get a little sample. Major improvement over the Bonneville. Oh, the peg clearance. Oh, this thing can lean so much more into the corners. Man, and everything is relative. One of the vlogs that I referred to a lot when I was looking at this bike, the guy was actually complaining about the ground clearance, but he races, I think he races supermotos and stuff like that, so he's used to a lot more ground clearance. I'm used to a lot less ground clearance, so this thing feels magnificent leaning into the corners. Like, I do not have to worry about running out of space. Is also going to be a rather short ride because I am racing against some incoming rain. So lugging the engine. Pull over. Oh my God, no canyon etiquette. So yeah, weekend, you know, I'm definitely at the beginning of the honeymoon phase with this bike. What else can I say? I need to get off the bike and show you guys what it looks like. Let's see. We'll go to, oh, my favorite photo shoot location. We'll just go up Broadway. Alright, we'll just park this right here. We'll have a look. There she is. The orange really gets me. You know, it just gets me. I love the orange. LC4 motor. There's the giant cylinder head for the single cylinder 690 cc. Brembo brakes. That's pretty sweet. Right now it has Michelin Pilot Power 2 CTs. They felt pretty good. I think I'm going to try something else. think I'm going to order some either S21s, Bridgestone S21 Hypersports, or Dunlop Q3s. Not sure. I love the Q3 from what I've experienced at SoCal Supermoto. So I might go with that. We'll see. We'll see how much I feel like spending. KTM ProParts seat. This thing is pretty comfortable. That seems to be like a mandatory upgrade for this bike. Here's the handguards. Here's the part of the deflector that throws shit right up into my helmet. Funnels the air right up there. This thing is so big. It's gotta go. Everyone agrees with me. Yeah, just the air. Whew, man, it's so... I've gotta turn off the heated grips. Yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot. Oh yeah, so I'm gonna do axle sliders, front, rear. It's already got spools on it, which is handy. Probably gonna do the crash bars just to protect the radiator. They're kind of expensive though. They're like 200, close to 300 bucks for some crash bars. So we'll see. This lever actually feels okay with its position. The brake lever, however, I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but like the brake lever is much higher than the peg. If you watch like Royal Jordanian's review of this bike, he says that the rear brake lever is unusable because it's so high. It is like annoyingly high. You kind of have to like lift your foot to step on it. I'm going to try to like flip this thing over. If you see this piece, the peg's mounted at the bottom and you can actually reverse it and it'll mount the foot peg a little bit higher, so it should even out the angle a little bit more, make it more usable. Stock exhaust. I don't know how much engine work I'm going to do. I'm like really happy with the power. Like I said, the sound isn't all that great, but I can live with it because it's super fun to ride. Rear tires in like decent shape, but I don't know if you'll see with the GoPro distortion, it's starting to flatten out a little bit. So I'm just going to get a whole new set. If you could see, this is what I found yesterday after my ride. That tread is very nearly gone. So this tire's definitely got to go. But yeah, you can see I got some decent scrubbing done. I got all the way to the edge my first day riding on the rear tire, so I was pretty pleased with that. Definitely like, you know, a high level of comfort. There's a little bit of storage under here, not much. There's like a tool pouch in there. Could maybe fit a disc lock, but it would be super tight. The bike's already like pretty dirty. Yeah, I don't know, there's not a whole lot to say, but I'm very much enjoying it. It's so much fun. Oh, there's like a bolt missing here. I think that's something that it's probably the same with a lot of supermotos. If they're like single cylinder engines are pretty vibraty, so I'm definitely gonna keep an eye on all the bolts, and anything that I have to tighten at all will probably come out, get Loctited, and then put back in. I think that's it. It's really a first view of the bike. I like it. There's definitely we're gonna do some work here. It's gonna look better very shortly. I think by next weekend should have some of this stuff remedied. So I feel like I was a little all over the place. Hopefully we can make some sort of a first impressions video out of this. And until next time, bye guys.